Well, stocks continue to hit all-time highs, but are investors about to be left high and dry? To Derrick, Kinney, and Steve Lieb on how this rally could be in danger in a really big way. I'm going to start with you, Derrick, on this. A lot of people are getting antsy about the market.
Charles, right now the market looks pretty good. My kids like to go to movies, and here's the comparison to the economy. As we watch these 3D movies, I think about the glasses they wear. Some people wearing their economic glasses right now, the movie is It's a Wonderful Life. For other people, it's a crummy life. It all depends on what perspective they're seeing things through. If people are worried about losing their job, how am I going to make my rent or my house payment, pay for Christmas? Their perspective is things look pretty bad, but the haves and the have-nots play it out. The haves look at this as a big economy and ways to make money. I think the economy looks pretty good right now. We may see the market keep going higher and higher, as scarier as that is to believe.
Derrick, though, a lot of people are looking at the economy with beer goggles on. I mean, it's like, to them, it's ugly, and the only way to get through it, there's no way in the world there's a correlation between what they see out their window and what they hear in the news every night.
That's right. And the key with that is, again, a big divisiveness between the haves and the have-nots. If I'm at home thinking about, am I going to lose my job? How am I going to pay for my health care? How will I save for my kids' education or retirement? That could cause me enough worry to not put money into long-term investing, but to pay for the bills right now. Therefore, I miss out on this economic growth. Right. Keep in mind right now, if people can save regularly, little dollars each month can go a long way for the long term.
Apple, now this probably isn't going to be the stock that goes down, because here it is, Apple signing yet a major deal. This one could lead to hundreds of millions of new customers. We're talking about the deal in China. Derrick, what do you think?
Well, keep in mind what this does right now, Charles. It accesses 700 million subscribers of China Mobile. But I think the bigger story is this. It's not just about phones. It's about the bigger Apple brand unveiling itself to the entire China community. Apple products are like potato chips. You can't eat just one, Charles. It perpetuates itself. At our house, for example, it went from a phone to several other devices. Right. Apple is a great booming brand, and we're likely to see many more people buy just not the phones, but other products.
You're talking about the halo effect, and right now we're talking about the nightcap effect, Derrick. I got to ask you, what are you looking for tomorrow?
Big news tomorrow, new home sales, one of my favorite devices to look at here in terms of economic reports. And keep in mind, not just new home sales, but what does it say for inventory about how many homes are on the market? That could lead to higher prices. So goes housing, so goes the market. We've seen it for the past couple months.
Derrick, is there anything that right now would raise a red flag with you? Oil or anything else that would say, you know what, maybe we should pare back just a little bit?
Yeah, what I would keep an eye on like a microscope is the Fed stimulus. They've talked about easing back here in January. How the Fed sort of unravels itself is really going to lead to how quickly the economy keeps going or it begins to unravel. Watch what the Fed does and how they communicate how the economy is doing. Wall Street's watching that very, very carefully. If the news looks good, I think the economy itself has some room to run.